What's up, guys? Welcome to another skywars. So today we're talking about space because I'm a giant nerd and I love space. So one of the reasons that I'm talking about space is because today me and my dad were talking, and this morning I had seen a really cool thing on my YouTube recommended. It was a time lapse to the future of the universe. It started from our current time, which was a little sad because I wanted to see, from the very beginning. But, basically the gist was it was a time lapse where every 1 second that I was watching, it sped up by 5 times. So I was watching 5 times as fast each time exponentially. And, it was interesting. So it started from where we are right now. The universe is pretty chill. We're all hanging out. It's all, just a grand old time. We're doing great. But it very quickly changed because, since I was watching it where billions of years could pass in a single second, very quickly I watched the sun's expansion, as I'm sure the majority of you know, in a few billion years the sun's going to expand into a red giant, swallow up all of the inner planets, and I think Jupiter, and then Saturn might get pulled in by its gravity, but other than that, everything should be good. Everything will die, but other than that, everything will be pretty chill. It'll be hot, because, the sun's going to be a super red giant, but... Wait, did I say a super red giant? Red super giant, my bad. But, yeah, that's a little depressing, but, it won't happen anywhere near when we're alive, so we're chilling. Let's just enjoy life. But anyways, after the sun dies, the next big event, in our terms at least, would be the Milky Way and Andromeda collision, which would be happening right around the time that the sun died, actually. So for those of you that don't know, Andromeda is a neighboring galaxy to the Milky Way, and I don't know how you wouldn't know this, but the Milky Way is the galaxy that we live in, right? So basically, they are drifting towards each other ever increasingly, so we know for a fact that at some point they will collide, which will be amazingly bad. It'll be beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it'll be very, very bad. Because what happens when galaxies collide is they don't just merge peacefully. All of their stars and planets are thrown into orbit with each other. They'll crash into each other. It'll be a crazy explosion of just everything. And then, the really scary part, the supermassive black holes in the center of each galaxy will collide and combine, making a extremely dense black hole in the center of everything, which means the galaxies themselves are going to lose a good bit of their light and dust and luminosity because, the black hole will become huge and take them. So, yeah. Anyways, basically, space is scary, but that's not even close to the weirdest, scariest things that are going to happen in the universe's lifetime. So, we know that there is this thing called dark energy, which is accelerating the expansion of the universe, and that means that basically the universe will expand at an increasing speed for infinity, but the issue comes in where because it's expanding infinitely, there's no new matter being dispersed at a certain point in time. So eventually in the future, the universe will continue expanding, but it just really drifts apart all the matter. So there will be a point in time where civilizations won't be able to see any stars in their skies, or any other galaxies, nothing. Any remaining civilizations at this point in time, trillions of years in the future, won't be able to see that there is more than just their galaxy. They will think that it is just them, which means we are living in the prime of the universe at the moment. But with that in mind, that isn't the end. There are still galaxies with dust, new things are being created still. The universe is still very much so alive and in its prime. However, with the galaxies being so spread apart, they'll have to stop interacting with each other, meaning as stars, go supernova and explode, that will be the only dust they can cycle off of. And it won't even be like infinite cycles because a lot of it will be just solid materials. It won't be dust that a star can build itself off of anymore by, gravitating and creating helium and hydrogen. Instead, eventually that dust will run out as it'll be transformed into iron and heavy elements. So, with... Oh my god, dude, my finger's itching. Okay. Anyways, with that in mind, as galaxies run out of dust, all that will remain are neutron stars, dwarf stars, quasars, and black holes. Now, of these dwarf stars, the majority of them will be white, black, and brown dwarfs. There won't be any red dwarfs, no blue dwarfs, nothing. It'll be it'll be white, black, and brown. So, oh wait, you aren't dead? Anyways. So, oh my god. Yeah, there was no hope there. What was that? Anyways, so yeah, but this still isn't the end of the universe, It's just the dark era. Because the stars will begin to, fade out, and one by one, they'll all be gone. So when the stars are gone, there is still heat, and there is still things there. That is how we judge the end of the universe, when there is nothing left. But there is still stuff at this point. So, we're talking the only thing left, the fundamental building element of the universe has become black holes. Not a very welcoming reality, no, but, it still exists. It's still alive. The universe is still okay, I suppose. I mean, living in a universe made of black holes wouldn't be the best, but, it's still there, at the very least. There's still heat, energy, all kinds of things. The universe is still alive. But, as time goes on, due to Hawking radiation, black holes will die exponentially faster. So as they lose their mass, they have a harder time holding their mass, meaning they die exponentially faster. So, say it was losing... I don't know, I don't remember what the exact measurement of mass is. Do they use kilograms? We'll just use something small for now. Say a spoon, right, was getting, not a spoon. Say a car was getting it got 1 gram of its mass gone, right? A car lost 1 gram of its mass. It's still not a big deal. It still works just the same, just as fine. But then after that, it loses 2 and 4 and 8. You get what I'm saying? But that's not even really the exponent there. It loses 1, then 2, then 4, then 16, and then, after that, it just gets unimaginably fast with how quickly it dies. So, it's a little, scary, but at the end of the day, there will be light one more time before the universe dies. Black holes will explode in a spectacular light show, and, the universe will see light for its final time before curtains close. There's nothing left. No more black holes. When the last black hole dies, the universe is empty, cold, it's reached absolute zero. It's unimaginably big, because this is trillions upon trillions upon trillions of years in the future. It's unimaginably far away. But when the last black hole dies, they'll shoot off almost like a fireworks show in space, right? They'll die in spectacular explosions. When the last one dies, that'll be the last time the universe ever sees light. But not necessarily. So the current leading theory on the Big Bang has something to do with quantum physics. Don't get me wrong, we have no knowledge of quantum physics, and we don't have any knowledge of, how it works, why it exists, how it began, whatever. But we can't really research that. Currently, the leading theory is that there are quantum singularities, and due to quantum randomness and quantum fluctuations, at any point in time, a new universe could be born. Granted, it's not likely for an unimaginably large exponent of years. I think it was 10 to the 100 trillionth power, you don't understand how big that number is. But in that many years, it will become likely that quantum fluctuations will allow for a new universe to be born with all new matter inside of the current universe. So basically, the end isn't as dark and cold and sad as you would imagine. Anyways, guys, that's an episode of Skywars. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, you know, all that good stuff. Comment about what you enjoyed. I don't know. We're going to hit 200 soon, so you should do that. Join the channel Discord, too. Link is in my About Me. So, see you in the next one.